Hi there, it's Albert Luck again from luckymaths.co.uk, working through a selection of proportion questions. So this is called Proportion 8, again available on the website, along with all the other free resources. So it's basically a summary of proportion. We're going to start off with a currency style question involving pounds and yen. Now, again, there's nothing labelled up anymore. I'm trying to put the emphasis on the students, okay, or yourselves to basically come up with the table information. We're told that £1 is equal to 200 yen. Now we're trying to work out what is 2,150 yen going to be. So a few choices here, but might be a good idea to work out what 100 yen is and 50 yen, and then find 2,000. Because if we then add up these numbers, they're going to make 2,150. So 200 yen is £1, so 100 yen, which has halved, means that is equivalent to 50p. And that means therefore 50 yen must be half previous value of 50p, so that's 25p. But 200 yen to 2,000 yen is 10 times more. So £10 is equal to 2,000 yen. And therefore, we just circle the information we need. If we add these components together, that should mean £10.75 is equal to 2,150 yen. Again, and all I'm doing is halving or timesing by 10. Okay, so now on to example 2, which is talking about scale, centimeters to kilometers. 1 centimeter is equal to 9 kilometers. And we're trying to work out 6.5 centimeters. So I think the better way to do this, double again, 2 and 4. 2 plus 4 is going to make 6 centimeters, but then we're going to need half a centimeter. So just kind of planning out how we're going to get, the 6.5 centimeters. Well, it's going to come from adding these three components together. So if 1 centimeter is 9k, 2 centimeters will be 18 kilometers, and 4 centimeters will be 36. But to get 1 centimeter to half a centimeter, we're dividing by 2, so half of 9 is 4.5. Again, just to clarify, I'm going to cross that 1 centimeter out because that doesn't help me get 6.5 centimeters. 4 plus 2 plus 0.5. So 36 at 18, 54 plus 4.5 means that 6.5 centimeters will be 58.5 kilometers. Recipes question, we've got cakes. 12 cakes is equal to 110 grams. So let's start with that information. Two options, but again, I think of most students, again, doubling straight in. 24 cakes, therefore, we know would be 220 grams of butter. And again, just to clarify, we're trying to make 30 cakes, so we're actually only missing 6 cakes, because if we take the 24 cakes and add to the 6, we're going to get what we want. So 12 cakes was 110. That means 6 cakes will be half 110. That's 55. And so by adding 220 and 55 together, 30 cakes should be 275 grams of butter. And finally, we're doing a best value question involving burgers from 2 different shops. So let's just put them in the middle. Shop A, 464 for 6, and shop B is 312 pence. Convert them both into pence for 4 burgers. A couple of options here. You know, one way might be to work out what 2 burgers costs by halving shop B, the 4 burgers. Half of 312 would be 156. £1.56 for 2 burgers. If we divide by 3, we can get the same for the 6 burgers. I'm going to use my calculator and cheat quickly. Okay, the only annoying thing with that is, I suppose, 464 divided by 3, so I'm working backwards here, is 154.666, or we'll just call it 0.7, but it shows that that's cheaper. I've talked before about sometimes going down to like finding the cost of 1 burger, for instance, might end up with some interesting numbers. So would there be a better way to possibly approach this? The way in my head would be to possibly use a bigger number, or in this case, the lowest common multiple of 4 and 6, which is 12. So to get 12 burgers, there's 2 choices here, but if we double the 6 burgers from shop A, that is £9.28 for 12. With the 4 burgers, we've got 2 options. We could double it and get 8 burgers, which would be 624. And then I could always add the 8 and the 4 together. Okay, because it might be easier to see that. And that's 936. Okay, so basically what we're saying, shop A is going to be cheaper. I think going to 12, sometimes I said working upwards is not a bad idea. It's again, it's your choice. The ratio table allows you to be flexible. We can see 2 burgers is cheaper in shop A, but in a GCSE exam, you have to have the correct figures. For, you know, if you go for 2 burgers or 1 burger, we're not making numbers up or guessing here. So the point is, though, there are 4 questions here, all worth, let's say, at least 2, minimum of 2 marks each. Okay, the point is they've been completed the same, using the same techniques: doubling, halving, times 10, divide by 10. I've divided by 3 in one as well, but again, very flexible method because you can use it across lots of questions. Thanks for watching.